So welcome back to the channel, everybody, with another Sparking Zero gameplay. Sorry I have not uploaded a Sparking Zero gameplay since essentially around the time that it had come out. I have been playing the game, I just have not been uploading videos for it. And also, Ultra Rumble does very well on my channel as of late. But this game is amazing, just wanted to throw that in there. And I'm not going to yap too long, just because I don't want to speak over the cutscenes. So we will see you back in the gameplay.
Need to get back to Kame House where it's safe.
But, Dad,
No, he's right. You saw what that other Saiyan can do. If we stick around, we'll only be getting in your dad's way. Sorry, Gohan. This guy's stronger than I thought he'd be. We've lost enough. I can't lose you two either.
Okay. I understand, Dad.
Let's finish this someplace else.
Fine by me. Makes no difference.
Okay, this spot should do. From what I can tell, there's no people or animals nearby.
Interesting. Of all the places on your planet, you chose this as your grave site. You should feel lucky. Not every low-class warrior gets the chance to spar with a super elite like myself. Not long after Saiyans are born, their skills as a soldier are tested. The scum whose scores are ranked the lowest are sent to the outer worlds, where the opponents are weak, much like you were, Kakarot. In other words, you were cast out like a dog.
Yes, and as a result, I was lucky enough to come here to Earth. I'm grateful for that. Besides, even a lower-class outcast can surpass an elite if he puts his mind to it.
It's a nice attempt at a joke. Now let me show you a wall that you will never have the ability to scale through effort alone!
Alright, so we are back, here in this video we are fighting, Vegeta, his base form and then his grade 8 form, which, around the time this game came out, the internet was just going crazy over the fact that how difficult the grade 8 Vegeta fight was, which it was really, really tough, don't get me wrong. I think there are other fights that I have had in this game that have been more difficult. One of them is a what if storyline, which I am not going to say for the sake of spoilers in this video. The only hint that I will give regarding the specific one, just in case if those of you who are familiar with it, is the fight does deal with Vegeta. That is the only sort of spoiler I will give. But this, originally when I had played this was basically the weekend that the game had come out, and I was figuring out the controls, and also Vegeta was kicking my butt here. Not much that I could have did, and I'm not gonna lie to you, because looking back as I lay the video down on my sequence to be able to edit, yeah, in this fight I was spamming not even just Vegeta in his base form, but grade 8 Vegeta, because I feel like that was the only way it would have been beat. It really, really was. But here I'm going into the sparking mode. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna kick your ass. I'm just gonna put you in a combo, because he was kicking my butt a little bit. And also, I really do think that the little, like emblem that says like the toy animation, I know I said this in my podcast, I just think it's annoying that it's, in that specific spot. Like, it's just because you can't even see the health that I have. And, looking back at it, even if this was something that I did yesterday, I can't see my health bar. So if you know how to move that, please let me know in the comments. And also, yeah, I didn't go for the cinematic there because I was just worried that he was going to keep kicking my ass. I'm like, let me just dodge this. Like, Team 4-Star trying to teach, Team 4-Star Piccolo trying to teach Gohan. So, go here for the clash, like the Speed Rush clash, which I did pretty decent there. Like, I definitely think over time I had gotten really, really good at this game. I'm not going to say I'm amazing just because, I haven't stepped out onto the ranked streets all that often. But we beat base form Vegeta on the first try, and we will be back in a moment.
bust open and mix!
Huh? What was that? What are you planning?
Let me back in here, you know, a few seconds just before the gameplay actually starts, and let me know if this video is a little too quiet because I was having some original audio difficulties with my normal settings. But this fight, dear God, it was definitely difficult. It really was, just because Vegeta spams, and like earlier in October, I went up to where I went to school to hang out with, you know, my friend Kevin for the weekend. We watched a lot of football and whatnot. You know, I was playing this game. And so the reason why this is not primarily a live commentary video is simply from the fact that during the time I was doing this fight, he was doing something school related, and I don't think it would have been a good look for him if, you know, you just heard "Let's go" in the background, you know, of like what he was doing for his schoolwork. And so there is a little live comm snippet at the end of the video where it is my actual live reaction, although it is me trying to be quiet, so it's one of those quiet excitement moments. But here, really, I was just trying to learn how can I play against him, just because I have seen the memes on the internet. And also, I don't remember if it was Bandai, their official X account, aka Twitter. Oh, I said X account. That just sounds so weird. If it was their Twitter account, or if it was Toy Animation, they were posting that, you know, people were complaining about how difficult it was. And there's the literal retry in lower difficulty. And I'm like, even levels I've played past this, because for Goku's story, I've recorded, we'll say 75% of it is live commentary. So I think pretty much everything after the Saiyan Saga, I was able to record and offer my live commentary. And also, he's so freaking fast. And he's a spammer, bro. He's a spammer. What was I supposed to do here? Even if I replay this mission right now, because there's also stuff that I can totally replay and, you know, be able to unlock. But yeah, no, it just was insanely difficult. That's my first time losing. And like, I think I probably tried beating this mission for about half an hour. And also, I think it's really cool they added stuff like this in for certain, actually probably in all the fights, if you were to lose them. And it kind of explains what happens if, you know, you as the hero lose. And yeah, no, let me know down in the comments below. You know, this game has been out for almost a month now. Let me know if you think that this is still the most difficult fight in the Sparking Zero story. I don't think it is. And also, there's the lower difficulty in retry. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like, literally when I was playing, I literally was staring at this screen for so long. I was just so like, do I give up? Do I stand a chance? Then I'm like, I gotta remember my motivation here. Mama didn't raise no quitter, and that's the polite way to put it. But I'm gonna jump back in the action in a moment. We are back in the action, and also, just for the sake that this is not a crazy long video, I'm just gonna try to include some of the best footage or my best attempts. But yeah, no, this Vegeta fight, if he did not really spam, and I remember Kevin had showed me a video of him basically using that exact move to start off like every match, and somebody made I think it was a TikTok where it was like restarting the match every time Vegeta, Grade 8 Vegeta uses a move off rip, and the dude literally started it and cut it like dozens of times in a row. And so, you know, here I am just launching Kamehamehas, and of course he blocked it and also almost gave up for a second. I'm like, bro, what the heck? And so I'm like, all right, I gotta keep distance because, you know, Kevin's advice to me was like, bro, if you get too close, he's gonna grab you, and then you're just gonna get effed up. Like, he's just gonna put you in combos. And so I'm like, okay. So basically, key blast spam. That's my best option, right? So, you know, I've got, you know, 3 bars. You know, I'm able to launch some Kamehamehas. I could use Spirit Bomb 3 times. I didn't have a lot of key in that specific moment, but, you know, I'm able to, if I wanted to, Spirit Bomb spam, which, you know, I'm trying to not just outright spam at this stage. I was like, let me do my best to actually beat him without spamming. And also the fact that he basically just went instant sparking mode, that was insane to me. It really, really was. And another thing, let me know this down in the comments. Let me know if the further that you got in this game, no matter whose story you started out as, like, I feel like the further that I got, the more I actually ran into the enemies deflecting stuff. Like, when I got to, say, like, the Boo saga, I feel like every form of Boo was just deflecting every attack. Like, dear God. And so I feel like I'm doing pretty decent here. And, you know, I also got to sparking. I was too scared to use Kaioken, just because something I didn't realize at the time. Even now, if you use Kaioken, whether as like this Goku or if you use like Super Saiyan Blue, do you lose health? I genuinely did not know this at the time. I still don't know it, just because, you know, I'm still putting in more hours to the game. And I do think in the near future, I actually will try to play some ranked games, you know, just to, you know, get a feel for it. Even if I don't play ranked games, even though I just play online for the fun of it, I might give it a try, because I do think I stand a chance. Even the weekend this game came out, I wasn't getting my butt kicked. The only person who really kicked my butt, who I just could not stand a chance against, was Goku Black. You know, I feel like nowadays I'll probably run into the Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas and, you know, Ultra Instinct and the Whis, and also there's me getting got for the who knows how many times. And so, you know, we're just gonna hop right back in, because, you know, I'm gonna keep going. Like, I gotta get this dub. But if I had to say the hardest Dragon Ball boss that to this day for me specifically goes back to one of the worst Dragon Ball games, Ultimate Tenkaichi, with your created character. With your created character fighting Grade 8 Baby Vegeta. I could get through that entire fight, but when it came to the button mashing at the end, I'd always freaking lose. And so, like, I was stuck on that mission for years. And then my mom was like, Jaren, why don't you ask your sister to do it? She's great at button mashing. I'm like, oh shit, you're right. So I go up to my big sister. Literally, like, there's the memes when you're stuck on a level and your big sibling beats it for you in the first try. I was like, my sister Jalen, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get to this part in the mission. I need you to do the button mashing for me. She was like, alright, bet. She beat it in like 0.2 seconds. I'm like, I've been stuck on this mission for like 2 years and you beat it in 10 seconds. God dang. But focusing back on this fight, I feel like I'm doing pretty decent here. You know, like gauging off by, you know, the health bars that we can see that we're kind of even. And, you know, I'm just staying back, spamming, you know, trying to dodge. Another thing I want to get good at in this game is also like deflecting attacks. Like, I know there's also certain condition. Also, I had the ability to, you know, get in some melee attacks right there. You know, obviously I didn't start a combo, but, you know, I just wanted to do whatever damage that I could there. And so, also, he's just so freaking fast. And also, I'm using the Kaioken because I want the more damage here. Just like, you know, earlier when I said I didn't know if it took my health. And also, I realized his armor's broken. I didn't even realize that when I actually was playing this in live time. But also, I think we have a pretty cool moment here. And yeah, also, I didn't know how this worked when I first got it. I'm aware of how it works now. And I'll leave the live commentary to you.
Focus to use the spirit bomb. It'll only take about 10 seconds.
Let's go.
Give me just 10 lousy seconds to concentrate.
This shit was incredibly difficult. Oh my god. Let's go. Let's go. I've been here trying for like the last half hour, and I finally beat him. Oh my god. I did not think the internet was being for real when they were saying that, you know, this fight is hella hard, but now this fight is difficult as fuck. Easily one of the hardest fights I've had in a Dragon Ball game. Easily. Easily. So I'm back. I'm going to keep my talking to a minimum just because it's over the cutscene. I also hope you enjoyed the little live snippet, which that actually was my live reaction at the time. And I do think that it still holds up for me. I do think that there were harder levels. I mean, not harder levels, harder people to fight in Dragon Ball games. Even the Dragon Ball games that were slightly before my time. I'm 23 years old, and I played the Budokai games, and I think those are a whole new level of difficult. For the other Budokai Tenkaichi games, I mean, I didn't play the very first one. I played the second and third one. Those were difficult. But I think that this fight was a little bit more difficult than those ones. And also, just look at the beautiful graphics here. I'm gonna stop yapping for a second. Yeah, Goku got freaking got. He really, really did. But you know, there's not really any other gameplay in this video. Just, you know, you enjoying cutscenes. So if you made it to this point of the video, I just want to say thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. And also, look at the first person view. Having the first person view in this game is amazing. But thank you very much for, you know, staying to the end of this video. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the cutscenes. Bye-bye.
Consider that a little farewell present. I don't have the strength to lift a finger, so just do what you're gonna do to me, all right? Take your best shot.
Damn you, Kakarot! How dare you leave a scar on my beautiful face! Just for that, I'm going to crush you like a grape! Why don't I kick it up a notch? What's that I hear? Every bone in your body breaking? Must hurt. I think your friends are here. How quaint!
Hey, Ugly! You put my dad down right now!
This is it. This must be the spirit bomb. It's all up to you now.
What the heck are you doing just standing there? You gonna throw the dang thing or what?
Huh? No choice now. Take this! Ha! Bounce it back, Gohan! I promise! It won't hurt you!